In today's news, the Softball League is dedicated to Chinnery. Premier Foy leads C-Trade delegation. The Roadtown sewage upgrade will continue in May. The BVIAA staff is to be fully reimbursed. The RVIPF welcomes 20 new recruits. And the Lions Club celebrates 50 years. All these and more when 284 returns.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What's your name is?
Shit, I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hooked, I tell you.
Welcome viewers, I'm Nia Douglas coming to you live from the beautiful British Virgin Islands. It's Tuesday, April 26th, and I'd like to thank you for tuning into 284 News tonight. Starting off today's news, from this season onward, the Industrial Softball League will now be known as the Terrence Chinnery Industrial Softball League. Our Kamal Haynes has the story.
The renaming of the Industrial Softball League to the Terrence Chinnery Industrial Softball League was confirmed during an opening ceremony, which was hosted by the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports on Monday, April 25th. Well, during the ceremony, Acting Premier and Minister for Sports, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley said he will be taking a document to Cabinet to have the renaming of the league done for perpetuity purposes to ensure Chino's legacy lives on in the BVI forever.
The idea was brought to me by the Director, Youth Affairs and Sports, Mrs. Brenda Tyletsum. And we're such a close-knit group. You know, the Youth Affairs and Sports Department is very close-knit. And the ministry is very close-knit. And so we all would have been really invested in any ideas to honor Chino because we're all so close. You know, we get together at, the staff parties and we have all of these fun interactions with Chino. And the fact that he started the league, I mean, it just made perfect sense to name it after him. And we wanted to make sure because there was even a question asked, whether you could do this without going to Cabinet, which I could have done it without going to Cabinet, but we wanted to ensure that this is something that would last forever, that no other person would be able to come and say they'll name it after somebody else. We wanted Terry to forever be remembered in this way, so that when everyone who comes after, when they're dealing with the children, that they have that type of standard. Chino had a standard in terms of how he dealt with these young people. He obviously loved them. You could really see that it was more than just a job for him. It was his life's work. It's what made him feel like himself. Even when it was obvious that he was sick, he would still be out here walking with the children. And I'm sure it must have been a fight to get him even to stop walking and to retire, because he absolutely loved it. And, I have the full support of Cabinet with this particular paper, and it's obviously something that everyone who's heard the idea, they're fully in support of.
The president of the BVI Softball Association, Ronnie Skelton, commended the minister for taking the step of officially recognizing the renaming of the league at the cabinet level. He said one day a Major League Baseball player will originate from within the BVI, and it will all be linked to the work that the late Chinnery contributed to the territory.
But I also know that in the USVI, they have named their league in honor of Chino. It's great to hear that even more is being done through the House of Assembly to ensure that who Chino was as a person, who he was as a mentor for all of the kids that you see out here, male and female, baseball and softball. We have players right now representing us on the UK national team, representing us away in college. One day we're going to have a Major League Baseball player from right here in Lil BVIAA, and it will be as a result of some of the work that Shino has done. Even in my advanced age, I've been speaking so much about Shino over the past couple of weeks on different talk shows. And Shino would see me hitting, even if I'm on the opposing team, and he'd come over and give you those little hints. Hey, Skelly, you need to let the ball get a little deeper in the zone. You're going to make better contact that way. Always a student of the game, even though I played all over the place or whatever, he always had those little tidbits, always a jovial spirit.
Meanwhile, former Minister for Sports and Softball enthusiast Mrs. Eileen L. Parsons, OBE, reflected on her experience with Mr. CHINNERY and the impact he had on the sport of softball in the territory.
Terry could be seen on this field from morning until night, working out promising athletes. He made them go beyond themselves. He made them come out of their frightened young shells and excel beyond their wildest dreams. Shino took the Elmo Stout High School girls softball team, the Rams, and produced a wonder. This team, as Mr. Stout would say, used to get their skins bathed down with blows. That is until Shino took them in hand. He walked with them, encouraged them, until the very name Rams struck fear in the hearts of the competition. ESHS Rams were unbeatable, winning over 60+ games straight.
The siblings of Chino also spoke about their late brother, stating it was a bittersweet moment for the family.
We just want to thank you guys, thank everyone for this time. It's a bittersweet moment for us because when we usually get here, we come to be with our brother and he's not here today. But we feel the love that you all have shared with him, and it makes us, it warms our heart to know that he was loved even though we were not here. So we thank you so much for loving him. And so we just want to thank you for honoring him. We remembered when he started the league, we were here, and we were here for the first practice, and we were on the field with him, and there were some that didn't even know how to hold a glove or never bat before or just never played the sport before, but he helped them through it as if like a baby walking for the first time. He was there for them, and as the league went on, we saw them grow, and they've become like today. They have 18 teams, and it's just a wonderful blessing to know that he was a part of that.
To officially end the proceedings, each of the siblings were tasked with completing a pitch by throwing the ball at a catcher who would have been groomed by the late Terrence Chino CHINNERY. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
In other news, Premier Minister of Finance, Honorable Andrew A. Foy, is away from the territory from 25th of April to May 5th. While away, the Premier will lead a delegation to the annual Sea Trade Summit, which is the largest global cruise forum that takes place in Miami, Florida annually. The summit provides an opportunity for destinations, ports, cruise lines, and members of the cruise community to source partners, network with payers, both new and known, and hear insights from leading industry players. Deputy Premier and Minister for Education, Culture, Youth Affairs, Fisheries, and Agriculture, Dr. the Honorable Natalio D. Wheatley, will act as Premier in Premier Foy's absence. Honorable Wheatley's appointment is in accordance with Section 55 of the Virgin Islands Constitution Order 2007, which states that if the Premier is expected to be absent from the Virgin Islands for more than 48 hours, the Governor shall authorize the Deputy Premier to perform the functions of the office of the Premier, and the Governor shall revoke this authority on the return to the Virgin Islands of the Premier. Up next, the Road Town sewage upgrade continues in May. This story and more when we return.
The beautiful Virgin Islands, or nature's little secret as some prefer, where the weather stays warm and the drinks stay cold, where men in wigs get their lawyer bills paid by governments and governments lose planes, where walls are built and prisoners escape. You vacation where we suffer. BVI love.
you value traditions. Today, you value music. You value education. Family. I love you. Service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting. For people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Hello?
Wait, you had a lunch and you don't say you were sick? What happened to our wedding rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
All right, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service, and a breathtaking ambiance. Not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today.
Welcome back, viewers. Minister for Transportation, Works and Utilities, Honorable Kai M. Reimer, has stated that his ministry will continue works to upgrade the Road Town Sewage Project next month. The minister, while addressing a community meeting at the Elmer Stout High School last week, said with the continued growth of the population and subsequent developments in the Long Bush, Joes Hill, and surrounding environments, the existing system is below capacity and requires an upgrade. Developments are ongoing in the territory, such as the Social Security project on Joes Hill and the growth of businesses within our community, notwithstanding the continual growth of our territory, the minister said, adding, we are here working to make sure that when these projects come online, our sewage system will be accommodating. Honorable Reimer added, we understand what sewage is to any territory, and I must acknowledge the work that was done by the ministry to address the sewage issues. It was just a few weeks ago that some rehabilitation to the Pasea sewage line was done. Works are expected to commence by early May, bearing no delay in the arrival of materials. Traffic will be rerouted as the segment of Main Street will be closed to include Fleming Street, with one lane being used. The Minister of Works said there will be some disruptions in the system and is asking the public's patience with the works that will be taking place. He said information on the project will be provided to the public on a regular basis. We have collaborated with the utility companies in the vicinity to ensure that there is synergy when the work commences. We anticipate the works to begin 2 weeks upon receiving the designated manholes on order en route to the territory. All the pipes for the project have been procured and we are ready to go, Honorable Reimer said. It is anticipated that the works will produce a substantial amount of dust, and as part of the project plan, there will be daily watering of the site area to provide dust abatement measures during the course of works. The project is expected to begin from the foot of Joes Hill toward the junction of Main Street and Fleming Street onwards to the roundabout, yielding the installation of approximately 1,100 linear feet of new sewer lines, inclusive of manholes. Residents are encouraged to adhere to all warning signs, notices, and guidelines given by traffic personnel and to visit the government's social media pages for current updates about this project. In other news, employees of the BVI Airports Authority, BVIAA, at their next scheduled pay period will be reimbursed with the monies lost from the 25% salary cut, which occurred during the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. Premier Minister of Finance, Honorable Andrew A. Foy, made the announcement during a recent press conference, adding that all the outstanding monies will be paid to all employees by the end of the month.
In terms of the BVI Airports Authority employees reimbursement, on the topic of COVID-19, I wish to advise employees of the BVI Airports Authority that payments of the monies relative to the 25% pay cut that they took during the earlier months of the pandemic will commence from 30th April 2022. BVI Airports Authority employees should begin receiving the monies in their upcoming paychecks. By 30th May 2022, all the payments should be reimbursed.
The Premier also explained why the stance of a salary reduction had to be taken, and he thanked all the employees for their sacrifices endured during that period.
During the heightened period of COVID-19, the BVI Airports Authority had asked employees to take a 25% pay cut so that the authority could continue to function. Seeing there was no significant economic activity being generated at the time due to significantly reduced traffic at the airport arising from the border closures, both here in the Virgin Islands as well as in other jurisdictions, and the general shutdown of the global tourism industry due to the pandemic. This was clearly a great sacrifice by the BVI Airports Authority employees, and we are thankful to them for making this sacrifice.
Premier Foy also revealed that the BVIAA staff will soon receive their long outstanding increments during the month of May.
I'm also pleased to report that 2 of the long outstanding increments due to the staff of the BVI Airports Authority will also be paid during the aforementioned period. As the country's economy continues to grow, the people who made the sacrifice to get us where we are now must be recognized in a timely manner because we are in this together.
Up next, the RVIPF welcomes 20 new recruits. Stay tuned.
Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
The wait is over! CCT Fire is here! Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire, bring it home and upgrade today.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Thanks for sticking with us. On Thursday, April 21st, 2022, the police recruit training commencement exercises and passing out ceremony was held where 20 new recruits were welcomed to the force after graduating from their training. Take a look at their demonstration. At the event, the new recruits were congratulated by both the governor and the premier. His Excellency the Governor John Rankin said, "Although today is to celebrate what you have achieved and mark your passing out, this is just the start. You are now a part of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, and your job is to serve the public of this territory, to ensure their safety and to ensure their security. You must do it by sometimes being strong, sometimes being brave, and I take neither of those qualities for granted. But you are also required to show calmness, good judgment, a caring approach, and a supportive approach." While the Premier Minister of Finance, Honorable Andrew Foy, said, "I'm pleased that the RVIPF will be getting an increase in manpower, which should result in more effective policing through increased human resources for patrols, response to calls for help, investigations, and so forth." In other news, the public is invited to celebrate with the Lions Club of Tortola as it observes its 50th anniversary of service in the British Virgin Islands, with a fundraising gala dinner at Maria's by the Sea Hotel on May 7, 2022, under the theme 50 Years of Service in the BVI, Honoring Our Legacy, Embracing Our Future. Speaking on the milestone, President of the Lions Club of Tortola, Kevin S. Foy, said that the club has been a pillar for community service over the last 50 years and a beacon for civic-minded persons interested in building up the territory and helping others. He said that one of the most successful aspects of the last 2 Lionistic years was the induction of over 40 enthusiastic Lions with a revival of the club. Through its efforts, the club has become a model template of growth for clubs in the Lions Sub-District 60B chapter. Those inductions, Foy added, will also ensure a greater level of service and future for Lionism in the territory. The keynote address for the gala will be delivered by Anthony Spud Webb, former NBA slam dunk champion, who will speak on the importance of philanthropy and service.
Having assisted in the development of the Force basketball court in the territory, the Lions Club of Tortola is pleased to build on our legacy of involvement in basketball by sponsoring NBA trainer Tim Martin to conduct a free youth basketball camp for children ages 9 years old to 18 years old on May 7th.
President Foy said, having assisted in the development of the first basketball court in the territory, the Lions Club of Tortola is pleased to build on our legacy of involvement in basketball by sponsoring NBA trainer Tim Martin to conduct a free youth basketball camp for ages 9 years old to 18 years old on May 7th. Over the past 50 years, some of the club's initiatives included constructing of the first basketball court on the A.O. Shirley grounds, installation of the first public restrooms at both the Noah Lloyd Park and the Queen Elizabeth II Park, donations of life-saving equipment to People's Hospital, and donation of a bus to the Eslin Henley Richey Learning Center. The club is also renowned for its annual Christmas tree lighting, which signals the start of the holiday season in the territory. In addition, the club will use the event to recognize its relationships with other non-governmental partners, as well as the stellar service of its past presidents and long-serving or legacy Lions, which includes the late A.O. Shirley, MBE, who made significant contributions to the development of basketball and sports in the territory. As part of its 50th anniversary celebrations, limited edition commemorative license plates will be sold at a cost of $150 each and may be purchased from the Department of Motor Vehicles. The plates will be unveiled at a launch event on April 27th, the date on which the Lions Club of Tortola was chartered under its motto, We Serve. Proceeds from the gala dinner and the sale of the license plates will be used to fund ongoing community service projects throughout the territory. A commemorative 50th anniversary publication documenting the history and work of the club will also be available for purchase. The club will also host the 4th District 60B Cabinet meeting on May 7th, which will see a boost to the BVI's tourism product as neighboring Lions clubs visit the territory to attend this meeting. The mission of the Lions Club is to empower volunteers to serve their communities, meet humanitarian needs, encourage peace, and promote international understanding. Its vision is to be the global leader in community and humanitarian service. It also provides numerous leadership opportunities for personal and professional growth within the organization. Well, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Nia Douglas. I'll see you again tomorrow as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. 284 News, your source for honest and impartial news right here on 284 Media. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Have a great evening.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media at cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Yo, everything good there? Aye. This thing got me one way, daddy. What you mean? Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home. What you really? Hey, this thing like you know. Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out that trouble me. Wow. What your name is? She? I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
How may I assist you? Yes. You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?